What's up everyone, this is SliferKing here, and today you join me for another one of our City Skylines DLC reviews. Last time we looked at the Mass Transit DLC, and this time we're looking at, I believe this was the first DLC that was released for City Skylines. This is the After Dark DLC. Now, I know it isn't dark at the moment, but well, you get the idea. It's not about the lighting, it's about the content. So, in the last one, obviously, it was about transport, and this one is about, like, what happens after dark. So, obviously, you can imagine it's things like activities, scenarios, and things like that. But the first thing that stands out immediately is the introduction of prisons. So, let's put this down here. So yes, this is one of the new main security things in the game that's introduced during the After Dark DLC. There is also an achievement where if you build 15 of these, you can. Oh, hang on, power's not quite connected for some reason. 1 second. Going backwards. There we go. So that should now power up. Do we have water? Yeah, we've got plenty of water. So this has a capacity of 500. So it can hold up to 500 inmates, and it has prison vans, 5 of them. So this can definitely help with dealing with crime in the cities. So yeah, and also it gives you a different option to go with. So the next thing is, now we have a new form of leisure, tourism and leisure. So this introduces a heck of a lot of new features. So as you can see, right, we need a good area. So let's tell you what, let's put them here. So first off we have the fishing pier. Like so. Whoa, jeez. So, first off we have the fishing pier. Pretty simple really. Then we've got the fishing tours. There we go. It's a little bit fiddly to get these, I admit. To get these sorted. Power's good. So yeah, these are just different forms of tourism. So, and then we've got the jet ski rental. Then we have the marina. The restaurant pier. The beach volleyball court. Now this actually goes on land, I believe. Yes, it does. Let's put that there. Then we have the riding stable. Oh, okay, that's an interesting one. So let's put that there. And finally, we have the skate park. This area is going to be a bit more of a touristy area now, I'd imagine. Let me just connect these up. Okay, that didn't quite work with that one. Let's put the water there first. Okay, let's move that a bit further up. There we go. Right, that sorts it out. So there's the fishing tours. Let's still needs power, but it's going to get it in a second. There we go. So I just want to see if I just want to see one of the jet skis go. Well, if it does. Well, okay. Well, you get the idea. But there is actually another one. You got other parts? No. Just checking, making sure there's no new parks. I think Tropical Garden and Fishing Islands introduced as well. Oh, Floating Cafe. I think that is definitely in. I think that is definitely new. Just put that there. So it looks quite nice, just out there in the open. Now the only downside with these, of course, is that you need to make sure they're not in the route of your ferry lanes. Otherwise, it will cause a bit of chaos. Just for the record. But overall, I find them pretty nice. Oh, okay, that's actually new. It looks like there's actually a new bus station. I didn't remember seeing this in the last DLC, so I think it must have just got introduced. But before we deal with that, we have also one final section to look at. This is the specialist tourism and leisure. So you've got 5 unique buildings. You've got the casino, you've got the driving range, so that's golf. You've got the fantastic fountain, you've got the luxury hotel, and the one which is actually now available, the zoo. So this is 180,000. How big is it? I think it's appropriate. It goes next to the stables. Okay, you can definitely hear the animals, that's for sure. In fact, you can actually see some of them going around too. So yeah, those are some of the landmarks. Now we get to the final section. Now in the last DLC, of course, I highlighted traffic, and it's still a bit of a problem. However, I've just actually noticed that there is a new bus station. Now, because of my finances, admittedly, I'm not going to put it down, sadly. But yeah, as you can see, it serves, I believe it serves up to 12. So that's a massive improvement compared to the old one. But there is one major new thing about this DLC compared. There is one major piece of DLC. And that is, again, it adds transport. So, the international airport. So this is a new one, and as you can see, it is a massive thing. It is a massive airport. Wow. So it has 2 runways compared with the one I'm using right now. So it can definitely help if you want to move your planes out. But there's also what else have we got? Super monorails? No. This is they actually introduced a brand new form of transport in this DLC, which is taxi cabs. So of course in every major city you're probably going to end up with some kind of cab. So yeah, it's quite good that they've introduced that in this DLC. So first let's put down the terminal. We don't want it too near. Ah, this will do nicely. Let's put it down right in the corner. So that's what the taxi cabs looks like. Of course, it's going to be yellow cabs. Has to be, really. And with the cabs, you do get some new roads. You get you get the bus lane is now. You also get taxi lanes too. So a little bit more of a follow up to what you saw in the last video. But now let's go to taxi stands. So I think this works a little bit differently than previous ones because you don't actually set up. Excuse me. You don't actually set up like routes. The taxis will just go wherever. So I think the most obvious one is to put one outside the station. I mean, makes sense really. So if we put one there. So let's go back to the cabs. Is that them? Yep. There we go. There's the taxi cabs. So they're kind of yellow. They're orange type of colour. Let's see if there's an idea. Let's get a better view by going into... How do you go into cinematic view? I forget. Free run cam. There we go. So yeah, that's what the cabs look like. So let's unpause that. So yeah, so now the cabs are going to be heading to the taxi stands. So, in a way, this is effectively Transport Part 2, which is nice. Nice to see there's more transport, which is nice. So, anyway, I believe that's everything in this DLC, if I'm correct. I'm just going to double check everything, make sure I don't miss anything. Yeah, but I believe that's the case. So, overall, this DLC, if you like transport, I'd say this is probably another good one to get, because it adds more roads, international airport, and also some more taxi cabs. So it also adds taxi cabs as a transport option, so that can come in handy. Plus, you don't have to manage the routes for taxis, they'll just go wherever they want to go. So yeah, that's pretty good, I'd say. And of course, also it introduces new types of leisure facilities and landmarks as well. So there was a look at the After Dark DLC for City Skylines. If you enjoyed this episode, then please make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel to know when my newest videos are coming out, and also be free to check out my previous City Skylines videos as well. And if you want to help support SliferKing, then all you need to do, if you want to help support SliferKing, then all you need to do is check out my Patreon at patreon.com/SliferKing. The link will be in the description below and also in the video annotation at the end. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and for now, this is SliferKing signing out.